Hi friends, Teacher Cheryl here with Play to Learn Pierce County, a program powered by Green Trike. I want to start today by saying a great big thank you to our sponsors and our partners whose generosity makes these videos possible. Today we're thinking about building. And I wonder, what do you like to build with? Do you like to build with Legos or wooden blocks? Or do you like to build forts with blankets or use a hammer and nails? There are all sorts of ways to build. But one of the things that we like to say here at Green Trike and Play to Learn is that we honor children and champion play. By honoring children, we are celebrating that a child's most natural way of learning about themselves and others and the world is through play. And by championing play, the way that I'm thinking about it today is that we can look around and see the whole world as a play space. So even if we don't have any Legos where we live or wooden blocks or anything like that, we can use our eyes and our imaginations to think about different ways that we can build. I did that by walking around where I live and looking for different things I could use. I thought what I need to build are some things I can use for frames. So sticks are something I could use for frames. Straws, you can see I already built something out of this straw. Straws are something I can use for frames. And then I took a box that had food in it from my recycle, and I made some kind of thick paper strips and I decorated them all. So that's another thing that I could use for frames. And so I have my frames, and then I needed some fasteners. I think yarn or string are good fasteners. I found some rubber bands to use for fasteners, and I have some tape to use to fasten and some twist ties. So I looked in the back of my cupboard and I found these twist ties that also make really good fasteners. So let's start with the sticks. Let's think of what we can make with some sticks, and you might think of something you can make too. I'm going to take 1, 2, 3, 4 sticks, and if I make a 4-sided stick base, what do you think that the shape is going to be? Can you guess? So to make a stick base, I'm going to take the ends of my sticks and make a kind of an X. And then I'm going to take my fastener. I'm going to use twist ties, I think. And I'm just going to twist it up so that these two are tight together. And then I'm going to take 2 more sticks and do the same thing. I'm going to make another X, take another twist tie, and twist it up really tightly. So now I have 2 corners. They look kind of like L's, or walking feet. And I'm going to fasten those 4 pieces together. So this might be something that you need more hands than you have. You might want to make this a cooperative project with a grown-up or a brother or a sister or a friend, where maybe you take turns sometimes holding the sticks in place and sometimes being the one who does the fastening. But I don't have anybody here with me, so I'm going to do my best to make this happen all by myself. I need 1 more twist tie to fasten this last corner. And I think even when we're using regular building materials, it's often a good thing to start with a base, isn't it? Something to work from. All right, so here's my base. Did you guess it was going to look like a square or a rectangle? Because that's what a 4-sided figure is. So my base is a squarish rectangle. Well, let's see if we can build up. Okay, so I'm going to take one of these taller sticks and put it in one of the corners and use the rest of my twist tie to put it in place. Look at that. It already stood up. Then I'm going to take another one and put it in another corner and twist it into place. So I have two. I think I'll do it in each of my four corners with some of my sticks. I have a bunch of sticks, so I could keep building if I wanted to. I don't know if you've watched any of my other videos. You know that I like sticks. I think they are a good thing to play with, and they're fun to go out and collect and make things out of. Oh, that one's a little floppy, isn't it? It doesn't seem like it wants to stay on there very well. Maybe I better get another twist tie and see if I can make it a little bit more sturdy. And that's the thing with these funny kinds of construction materials, is that you might have to really think about how to make them go together. And your first idea, might not work. My twisting is not getting me very far. So that one's a little floppy. Let's see. I'm going to put this one in, and then I have an idea for how to make it more sturdy. So I'm thinking maybe I will put them together like this. So a triangle here to kind of help them hold on to each other and prop each other up. And I know that if I'm feeling a little shaky, sometimes I like to have somebody that can help me feel a little more sturdy. Oh, there we go. Now it's a triangle on this side. Let's go ahead and make it match on this side. So I'm going to take another twist tie and make a triangle on this end. And you know what? I like this. It looks kind of like a little stick house, or the beginnings of a little stick house. So maybe you could keep working on it and make a house of sticks, like the Three Little Pigs or something. All right, so it's still a little sturdy, so I'm going to put a brace across here. Or it's still a little shaky, so I'm going to put a brace across here to make it a little bit stronger. And use my twist tie again. Wow, now it's starting to feel pretty strong. Maybe one more this way. And then, oh my goodness, what would you do after this? Well, where would you go from here? Would you take more sticks and fasten them on until your little stick house had a whole wall of sticks? Would you take some of your yarn or your string and wrap it around and decorate it and make it like a basket? There are so many ways. Would you make it taller? A whole nother level of sticks. There are so many ways you could keep building. Would you see how high you could build it? And then so we could put another level up here, and then take a ruler or a tape measure and keep measuring it and see how tall you could make it. I wonder what you would want to do if you were building with sticks. I hope that you try it and show me a picture. There's one more that I want to show you, because I think this is fun for the idea of building something that stands on its own with paper. And I also think it can be fun as a way to play cooperatively. So do you know how to make a tape curl? You take your tape and you fold it partway through, and then you curl it around so that it's sticky on both sides. And then you can put your paper together to make some corners. Let's make a triangle base this time. And what what I was thinking is that this is another one that you could cooperate with a friend or a big brother or sister. But I was thinking that if you have someone little at your house, really small, like maybe 1-year-old or a little bit older than that, and sometimes they want to play, but they don't really know how to help you play or to build. I was thinking that maybe you could say to them, if you decorated all of the papers, you could say, could you find the one with the black hearts on it? Or maybe they could help decorate them too, and then you could put some marks on them. Can you find the one with the black heart on it? Will you hand that to me? And then your smaller brother or sister, instead of interfering with your building, could be a helper with your building, and that could be a really fun. Or the one with the blue and purple circles on it, and put that together this way. Maybe you could fasten them up here and keep building. Let's see, I think I want to make another tape circle. And keep building and keep building. Maybe you want to keep building taller. Maybe you want to make a hat. So there are so many ways, or some kind of a basket. But that could be a way that you could have fun with someone smaller than you, where they could help you and understand how to play together in a way that's fun for both of you, which is a wonderful thing. So again, if you find some upright pieces to be your frame and some fasteners, and just keep building until you run out of materials, I would love to see what you come up with. Wow, I want something round to put on here, and then it feels like it could be a car maybe if I had some wheels for it. So, happy building, everyone. If you would like to show your creations, please share them on our social media or on our website or at my email, and send me a note telling me about the time that you had. Thanks for being here. See you next time. Bye-bye.